Thank you all for coming. So I'd like to start off my speech with a question. How many of you have or have had a dog before? Now, did you know 83.3 million dogs are registered to an owner? Of these 83.3 million, 17% are not spayed or neutered. Now, this might seem like a small percentage, but with this small percentage comes a large problem. Now, when you own a dog, the question whether or not to spay or neuter that dog comes up. Now, I'm here to tell you, this shouldn't be a question at all. Spaying and neutering your animal will lead to a better behaved dog, a healthier dog, as well as less dogs euthanized in the shelters every year. Now, what is spaying and neutering? By definition, it is a surgical procedure in which veterinarians will render the dog incapable of breeding. Now, this surgery costs around $200, but this cost does vary on the size of the dog and the breed of the dog. Now, why don't people spay or neuter their dogs? For one, the cost can be too much. But if it is too much, then you shouldn't have owned the animal in the first place. Also, a lot of people come with the belief that spaying and neutering your dog will change the dog. That will make the dog lazy and unprotective. Now, this is false. There are so many benefits to spaying and neutering your animal that will outweigh the downside. To start, spaying and neutering a dog will lead to a healthier dog. With females, when you spay a female dog, it completely exterminates the risk of uterine cancer and will decrease the risks of pyrometer, which is an infection of the reproductive organs. It is known, a study by the Humane Society, 23%, those dogs that are spayed live 23% longer than those that aren't. Same can be said for male dogs. Male dogs that are neutered are completely exterminate the risk that they will get testicular cancer. And these male dogs that are neutered live 18% longer than those that aren't. Now, spaying and neutering your animal will also lead to a better behaved dog. When a dog is intact, it has the urge to roam and find a mate. This will cause the dog to leave the house and end up lost among the street. Now, when a dog is spayed or neutered, it won't have that urge to roam. These dogs are also less territorial. For when they are intact, they tend to fight over mates. When they're spayed and neutered, they lose this urge completely. Now, there are 2.7 million cats and dogs that are euthanized in shelters every year. That means 2.7 million cats and dogs do not have a home. Spaying and neutering your dog will lead to this disregard of unwanted litters. With unwanted litters, these dogs will have no homes to go to. When the shelters are full, the only way to get rid of these dogs is euthanasia. Economically speaking, it is almost cheaper to spay and neuter your dog than it is for the community to round up strays, to put them in shelters, and to euthanize them. Now, spaying and neutering your dog leads to a healthier pet, a more behaved pet, and less dogs euthanized. I'm sick and tired of all these beautiful animals that are put down in these shelters just because we don't have room for them. It is not their fault they're born. It is our fault. Spay and neuter your dog.